Hey guys, it's Rachel Youngston here from useplr.com and wholefoodplr.com. We are here with our weekly PLR Power Hour. This is where we take a chance to ask questions, get resources, talk about our business a little bit, connect with others, and more than anything, learn different and new and unique ways to put our PLR to use. Today's topic is really exciting, and I want to thank our member Carol for mentioning this to me. We're going to be talking about how to keep the cash flowing through the end of the year and the beginning of next year. We're doing this in October. So what's going to happen, depending on your niche, what happens with my niche, and I think a lot of others who are more sales, is there's a slump. Like December comes around, if you've got the right tone for your market. For instance, if I'm giving weight loss stuff, or if I run a coupon shop and I'm telling people where to find, pay $5 and I'll give you a list of deals to buy all your Christmas toys, that's a little bit different than if I run, let's say, like a car maintenance site, and that would be a little bit harder to reach during that Christmas time when everybody's kind of focused on the presents and the gifts. Quarter one is the same way, because quarter one means typically that people are tightening up the purse strings. They've just dealt with Christmas. They're paying off credit cards and all that other fun stuff. And they're kind of trying to regroup after the holiday madness. So typically they don't want to spend any money. And the money that they do spend, they're much more careful of. So I think that it would be a really great idea for us to take some time to talk about ways that we can avoid this, and ways that you can kind of protect yourself from that slump that happens. And again, it doesn't happen in every niche, but it does happen a lot. Okay, great. So before we get started, I just wanted to say sorry for the camera. A little bit of craziness today. So I finally did get on, and then volume wasn't working. So I just threw everything off so that we could actually have a meeting instead of me trying to fix it, but look halfway decent. I know I look like an Ewok. Let's just move on. Okay, so, all right. The first thing that you should consider is your niche. Think about what people are going to respond to at the end of the year and the beginning of next year. This is going to be much easier for people who are in the health industry than folks who are not in the health industry. Obviously, if you're in the health industry, you're looking at end of the year. People like to think about losing weight. People like to think about eating healthy. People think about surviving the holidays. Beginning of the year, New Year's resolutions kick in, right? And so then it's self-help, self-improvement, making yourself better physically, mentally, emotionally, all that good stuff. So those are the topics that are really going to be good for you if you're in the health niche. But even so, you've got great topics. That doesn't mean people are going to buy, right? So how can you be a little bit crafty about this? Well, one of the things that I like to do is I create specials. And you can create them in any kind of way. You can use products that you already have, which is the easiest way to do it and the most time-effective way to do it, because you're working with something you've already got, and you're basically just repackaging it and selling it. Super easy. But for instance, I had last year, and I think I'm going to do it again this year, but I had a special over at Whole Food PLR that had, maybe it was the year before last year, but it had like all of our Whole Food Christmas bundles together, along with our Whole Food New Year's bundle. And that did pretty well. Why? Because people are into that kind of stuff at this time of year. Now, I will say, as a PLR seller, when I put stuff out is much sooner than when you would have to put stuff out, because I have to think about you, my customer, and you taking the time to edit that, rebrand it, put it on your site, and get traffic to it, and still have time for the holiday. So when I say that I ran a special on it, that special was likely like mid-October, early November, because you need to give people a lot of time to get that stuff and get the gears going for that holiday season from a PLR seller's perspective. So one thing that when I did this, and I have to credit Connie Reagan Green for teaching me this, but I didn't listen to her. She was my business coach, and she gave me so much useful information, but I listened to most of it, but for some reason I just didn't take advantage of this. I don't know why. Stupid lesson learned, right? But either way, she said to me once, she said, well, you've got PLR in this health niche. Why aren't you reaching out to this person and making a special just for them? And I said, oh. And at the time I was working full time and I was running this business on the side. So I was like, okay. And then it kind of went through the wayside and I didn't think about it anymore. But when I came on full time on my own, things were a little bit different. So then I started thinking about things a little bit differently because I didn't really have the luxury of having a side business anymore. It was now, oh crud, I gotta do something. I gotta make this work, right? So making a bundle was really just as simple as me taking my existing products, putting them up on a sales page, giving like a ridiculous discount, like hugely ridiculous. I don't remember exactly what it sold for, but typically I'll do these huge bundles for like $14.95, something like that, even though there's like $100+ worth of content, because I'm looking at ways to first make it an insane deal, something that people can't pass up. Because remember, everybody's going to be like, oh, holding on to that money, right? Make it an insane deal. And also, if somebody has never heard of me before, it makes it a little bit more, it makes it a little easier for them to be like, okay, well, I'll take a gamble on this chick. I'll see what she's all about. It's only $15, right? That's like 3 Starbucks. So I can make that work. Much different than if I was offering like a $27 per product or $97, $47, all of which I have on my site. But for purposes of the bundle, much less, right? So first thing I would consider doing, figuring out what kind of bundle that you could put together that deals with anything like New Year's or end of year, resetting your life kind of thing. And if you have a specific niche, we can definitely talk about, brainstorm that at the end of the hour. Make up a list of people that you think that you should target with this bundle as far as possible affiliates for you. Hey, Diane, good to see you. Make a list of who you should target as possible affiliates who can promote this bundle for you. These will be people who are in your niche or have a complementary niche. So for example, Trish Lindenmood, she runs Kitchen Bloggers. She does recipe PLR. I run whole food PLR. I don't do recipe PLR, but it's a good compliment. My audience likes that. So think about that kind of stuff, and then just go through. You can actually like create a sales page that's specifically geared towards, let's say I was creating a special for Trish. At the top, it would say something like VIP special for Trish Lindenmood's friends, or VIP special for Kitchen Bloggers. And I'd have the whole bundle listed on the sales page, everything listed. I'd sprinkle in a few times, because you're a friend of Trish's, because you're one of Trish's VIPs. But then when that special is over, I'd only run it for a couple of days, mind you. Let me be sure that we're all on the same page with that. I'd only run it for like 3 days, maybe 4, because you want to keep it like, oh my gosh, I've got to get that time sensitive stuff. But after I'm done with Trish, I would look at that list and I would say, okay, well, Trish was the one with what I consider to be the biggest reach. Who has the next biggest reach, right? Who is the next person that I think that I would be able to start this communication with and get this, like, have them promote me, and maybe we've had a good rapport in the past, or I know that they've got a good list, that kind of thing. And then you would just keep doing that, keep going through the list. It sounds, the first time I did this, it seems like you're kind of on repeat with everybody, and it kind of seems a little, why would they want to promote me if I just did a special for this person? But really, I've never had any issue with it. And the other thing is, for you, it's really just as simple as going back in, changing that sales page name, from Trish to, let's say, April Lamar, and changing all the Trishes on the sales page to April, making sure that your affiliate link, if you have like a special affiliate link for Trish, you want to make sure that now you've got a special affiliate link attached to that buy button for April. So, or attached to that your new sales page, depending on how your affiliate program works. And then run with it. And once that's done, go for the next person. I mean, it's really, really simple. It does require a little bit of preparing ahead of time, preparing the bundle, preparing, you want to give people a little bit of time to fit you into their promotional schedule. Typically, I like 3 weeks to a month. Some people do like 6 weeks. Average, I get notifications about 6 weeks out, but everybody is different. Your niche may be different too. So that's another thing to consider. But so think about making it special for somebody, think about easy ways to make that simple. One way is, of course, bundles. If you have like planners and journals on your site, maybe you can slice them all at a do them all at a discount for a few days. Another great thing to do is it's a strategy for not necessarily, it may not kick in this year, but next year it should help you out. Give me 1 sec. Let me check these comments here. Yep. Audrey says, as a blogger, Pinterest needs at least a month, 4 to 6 weeks to get something out there and get it kind of like rolling in this, like get it Google love, get the traffic and all that other stuff. So when I say like now is time for us to be thinking about like the end of the year, these are that's kind of the reason why, because it's we want to be prepared for all this fun stuff. Thank you, Audrey. Audrey does Pinterest, which is a great source of traffic if you know how to use it. I don't, but Audrey does. So if you need to learn how to use Pinterest, try to connect with her and pay her for whatever she'll teach you, because I know she's got a lot of good stuff to teach. But anyway, another good thing to think about is passive income. So passive income is, of course, ways that you can make money passively, right? It's money that's coming into my account, whether I'm at the hospital with my teen, God forbid, doesn't happen, whether I'm on vacation, I'm at my desk working all the time, I'm working on my FBA business and not this business right now. It's money that kind of comes in no matter what. So typically that passive income for me as a PLR seller comes from these monthly PLR programs that people have, or coaching programs that people have. If I recommend a coach to somebody, then that would be a monthly income for me. If I have like Trish again, let's use her as an example. She has her bite-sized bundles, which is a monthly program that she has over at Kitchen Bloggers, and it's a really good program. Every month you get like recipes and stuff, so food bloggers tend to love it. And so I get a lot of passive, that brings passive money to me, money that I don't have to work for on a weekly basis. Tools that I recommend. So for instance, Angela Willis has her Laptop Lifestyle University that I'm a part of. That is a monthly membership. So anybody at Promote who goes into that, that's a monthly membership. White Label Perks has, I don't know why I thought about White Label. Cindy Vidar has her 6-figure training, and that's a monthly program. It's really great. You get like Trello boards and all this other great stuff. And that's another thing. You can recommend that to somebody. They pay every month. Sometimes you'll get people who will pay for an entire year, and then you'll get like a nice little lump sum of money for that. And that's fine. But usually it's that, for me at least, it's that month to month, especially during the end of this year and the beginning of next year, that's a little more solid. It's not saying that you're going to, like, passive income isn't guaranteed income. You work for yourself, you hustle, we really don't have any guaranteed income, right? It's income that you're likely going to get, and it keeps you from starting a month out at 0, which is both really important. So let's see. So we've done passive income, running specials for folks. Another thing is if you do journals and planners, I don't know much about it, so take this at face value. I've never done this, so take this at face value. But you could also consider doing like journals and planners for specifically geared towards the holidays, specifically geared towards the new year, and promoting that within other folks of the low content community. So, and of course, affiliate promotions. Make sure that you've got good affiliate promotions, things that'll really resonate with your audience. Maybe consider doing something that you haven't done before for your audience. Anything that's going to make them jump up and say, you know what, I can't pass this up. I really just can't pass this up. You know, I might have just bought my kid like a $5,000 dollhouse because I'm an idiot and it's Christmas, but I've got to pay for your course because I really can't miss this, and I'm going to miss this if I don't do this. I'm going to miss this opportunity or this sale or this product if I don't jump on it right now, right? So ways that you can do that. Let's see, we have anything new? All right, so now how does your PLR fit into this? Oh, I'm so glad you asked that. Obviously, PLR is going to be the baseline for much of what you're going to do. So if you, let's say, you did a coaching call, like a limited time, you know, coaching challenge or something, I don't know, but you had a bunch of folks here. This may not be structured a lot by PLR. You might grab some tips from there. You might maybe you'll get some ideas, maybe some thoughts to share, maybe some like PowerPoint slides and that kind of thing. But this is going to be a lot of like improv and your own spin and that kind of stuff. But PLR can really fit into giving you nice titles if you choose to keep the titles. I typically don't recommend that, but you know, if you're pressed for time, you can do it. It's just not, you know, not my favorite. But you can get like title ideas. You can get lots of material that you can repurpose and recontent quickly. You can like take your checklists and turn them into how-to videos and turn those how-to videos into like maybe MP4s, and then maybe pull reports out of those, maybe interview some people who are in your niche, and then maybe put it all together in addition to like a challenge that will help solve a problem for your community, and throw that all together and let that be like this huge can't miss special. And take that to your community, take that to the other communities that are for people with related to your community, people who like, for instance, Greg does his hypnosis, right? If I was in the hypnosis niche, I wouldn't just pull it out to my community. I'd also be like, I need to get in touch with Greg. I need to get in touch with I know that his community could really use this. And, you know, this might be beneficial for both of us. So, so that's really what I had on target for you guys today. Passive income, affiliate income, creating your product, or creating a bundle, which is personally my favorite because people love bundles. I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. Thinking about different ways that you can set yourself up to be square at the end of the year, the beginning of next year, and we need to be thinking about this stuff now. As you guys know, you can brainstorm here on the call. We can brainstorm together. You can also throw stuff in the discussion of the group, and we can all chat about it over there. But yeah, we really want to kind of be thinking about this kind of stuff. Quick tip is I was also on my mastermind call yesterday with my coach, Kelly McCausey, who I adore. And she had mentioned to us that Black Friday is coming up as well. And so maybe you guys want to think about that too. That might be a good opportunity for you to take an existing product, just slice it in half, you know, slice the cost in half or something, or maybe do a store-wide sale, not as big as your bundle. So for instance, if I was going to do a bundle for Whole Food PLR and I was going to have a sale, I would maybe do a 50% off sale for Black Friday. And then if I had this huge, gigantic bundle, I'd probably do that for $14.95, because Black Friday, everybody's shopping for sales anyway. People are like ready for, I don't know, they just like to spend on that day. But Christmas and that kind of thing, you really need to push, like not push, but you really need to show them, I'm going to help you. This is going to like make your life magic, and you don't have to pay a lot for it. And this is the only chance you get to do that. So I would always, if you do a sale for Black Friday, I would definitely price your bundle less than that. All right. Do we have any questions today? And also, do you have anything you want to brainstorm today, or do you have anything you want to talk about today? Do you have any kind of PLR that you want to talk about, and maybe we can discuss how you can make that work for you during this end of the year stuff. Just go ahead and feel free to let me know in the chat box, or if you want to talk, please let me know that in the chat box too, and I will get you unmuted and we can get started. And I did want to say, while you guys are thinking on that, I do appreciate everybody dealing with the wonky schedule today. We really do. So no details about that. Just know that I appreciate it. And next week we'll always do better, right? Carol says, helpful ideas, Rachel. Thanks so much. I appreciate that, Carol. You're more than welcome. I'm really excited that you feel that way. And I'd love to know how those ideas serve you during the holidays. Greg says he has a question unrelated to the topic. Okay, sure, Greg. I'll go ahead and unmute you and we can chit chat. Hey, Greg, how are you?
Hi. Okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. For those of you who don't know, can I do a little shout out to you? For those of you who are newer to the group, Greg was in Oprah magazine last month or so. I'm so proud of him. And he deals with hypnosis and all that other fun stuff. He's really, really good at what he does. We're honored to have him. Hi, Greg.
Thank you.
It's just such a cool thing. I'm so happy for you. I just want everybody to know, you know. So what's going on?
Well, forget if it was last time or perhaps it was 2 weeks ago. I casually mentioned that I'm working on to be released, and although I've got pretty much everything ready to go, so to speak, I mean everything's edited and ready. You know, I still need to put it into an autoresponder and things like that. But I mean, bones of it, everything ready. I guess I'm sort of now been stymied for the last few days with respect to because I'm going to do an email, which will then lead to a blog article for the day. Should I be keeping this blog article website and do that through like or how would I handle that?
Craig, let me get hardwired in here because something is unstable with my connection right now. I think I have too many people in the house because life is crazy. So give me just 1 second. I will hardwire and we can discuss this. Okay, so sorry, Greg. Okay, so you have your autoresponder set up and you have everything correct at that end, right?
I will. I don't have the autoresponder. Like, I do have an autoresponder. I just haven't put everything into it yet. I've got all the text to go. I know what I'm going to say each day. I've got each email ready. I have every blog post ready. I haven't loaded them onto the website though, because I don't know how I should separate it out.
So what you're asking is how to separate the blog posts out on the website, or how to link back to the blog posts in the autoresponder.
How I should separate the blog posts for the challenge from regular blog posts on the website, and should I use a membership type system? Like, should I use a membership on the site to separate the people challenge, let them, because I want to keep it, I don't want people coming randomly to the website to the challenge stuff without actually registering for the challenge. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense. It makes perfect sense. You definitely want to contain that. Now, here's the question. Can you make, like when I make specials for people, I make the special page, but I make sure that it's not listed anywhere on my, excuse me, on my website. Because of course, if I'm making a special for one affiliate, another affiliate who maybe wasn't offered the special might be like, hey, why are you discounting all your products? And I'm sitting here, or my customers, God forbid, might be like, why are you doing it this way? So I found that works good for me. People tend not to see it if it's not on, if I put it in like a different category, because that's how I have all my things pull up on my website. If I put it in like a special category or something, then it won't show on that main site, but it will be there. So like if I sent the link to somebody, they'd still be able to go to that page. Does that make
As far as I know, you can't separate blog posts like that. I mean, if I made a separate page for each day of the challenge, I suppose I could do it that way and have, one page for every day of the challenge. And then on each email, tag it to that particular page. I could do that and not really set up blog articles. But if I put it into the blog, as far as I know, you can't separate out a blog. Any ideas? Am I overthinking it?
No, I don't think you are actually. I think if anything, I'm underthinking. I don't think you're overthinking. I think I'm underthinking today. Let's see here. Does anybody else have any ideas while I'm brainstorming a little bit? I'm thinking maybe you're right. Maybe a membership would be good. The only thing I would be leery about is if you were paying for, first of all, if you're paying for like a membership software, how much is that going to take out of your financials every month? Secondly, if you are just doing challenges, is it beneficial for, your customers aren't really going to be on a recurring membership if they're taking, like, if I do a 30-day challenge, I'm not going to be paying next month. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
I want to be building.
Yes.
So that's what I would be leery about as far as a membership software. The rebill factor and what's going to come out of your pocket versus how many challenges you're actually doing, how much business those challenges are actually getting, and all that kind of stuff. So I think those would be factors to consider. I have been in challenges before where there have been like private Facebook groups, and maybe like one of them, there was like an email. There wasn't a blog, but everything was divided up in an email, and you also had a private Facebook group. So you could check in in the Facebook group, you could talk to everybody, you would get your email every day, and you'd work with that every day. You could also do maybe private videos on YouTube and have links to those in your emails so that they still get the, even though it's not like reading a blog post, but they still get to feel like they're learning from you in some way, a little bit more in depth than if they were just on a Facebook group. But I do think I would consider, if it was me, private Facebook group for challenge members, and another way to maybe putting links in your blog post, or maybe putting videos, or I'm sorry, links from your blog post into your email, or maybe just doing videos. Not like
Yeah, that's a good idea. I
why.
mean, maybe I think you're right. Maybe not tying it to the website. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe you know, maybe it needs to be separate, like a Facebook group, like you said.
Well, I mean, you'll be promoting it on the website, right? I mean, or
Right.
are you gonna? So then, I mean, there will be a tie. It just won't be, everything won't be housed there. And I'm really glad that you understand that I misspoke before. I really appreciate that, because yeah, I don't mean blog everything. I definitely think that it would be better if you take it off the website, maybe put it all in emails, or put it all in emails with YouTube links. You can do those private YouTube videos and have your Facebook group. You can also, of course, put your videos directly into that Facebook group, and just drop a video every day for the challenge, and that kind of thing. If you do a group, there's a lot of pros and cons to that, though. And one of the things that you may want to go into it knowing is that it's going to be, you're going to be like the group's pep rally. You're going to be the cheerleader of the group, and you're going to find that it's not, groups tend, there are exceptions, but groups tend not to be very active unless the group admin is active. So
Okay. I guess the other thing is I appreciate the idea you've given about doing videos, because I could change blog post into a small training video. It's a lot of work, but I mean, I still have a little bit of time to do it. Thinking of starting the challenge in a couple of weeks. So yeah, and then I could house those could be reside on the website, as long as somebody just knows where to go to get it. They could be separated. It wouldn't be like a blog.
it could reside on the website. Um, it could, or it could be embedded in a blog post. Like each post could have a video. But I would consider, if it was me, I would sit down and consider my time factors for both. What's the time of making these videos versus what's the time of putting all these blog posts in and making sure that they're not seen by the general public, because obviously they're only for people who are paying for this challenge. What are the pros and cons of each as far as time restrictions? Because, if you have that deadline in your mind, we really want to meet that deadline,
Mm-hmm. Plus, I've got to consider if I don't advertising it, then that's going to be an issue as well.
I'm sorry, if you're not advertising it, is that what you said?
Yes, there has to be a little bit of lead time to advertise it.
Mm-hmm. So when you say you wanted to start in 2 weeks, were you talking about starting to promote in 2 weeks, or starting the actual challenge in 2 weeks?
I was hopefully starting the challenge in about 2 weeks.
Which, if you could also, I mean, if it's something that you just want to do for your community and your community is responsive, maybe you could just start letting them know that the challenge is coming and do it that way. If you have, I don't know if you're set up this way, but if you had affiliates that you would have to talk to and get them to put the promotion into their schedule, then you would definitely need time to kind of, get them on board and get them to promote it, and, them to have time in their schedule for it and that kind of stuff. So, but if you're just like, when I do stuff for my community alone, I'll just do it. That's just me, but I'll just do it. And, I'll put it on sale for a couple of days, and, they'll know that because they're part of my group, they're not going to pay what everybody else is going to pay. And that usually does pretty well.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't have any affiliates currently, so I wouldn't have to go that route.
The other thing we could do is we could also mention it in the group when it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Just do me a favor when that time comes. Just send me a message and give me the link, and Most likely I'll say, go ahead and post on your own. Just post it like with like approved by Rachel or whatever I usually say. I'll have to look that up. It's not a great day,
Okay.
but either way,
That's
I'll,
okay.
but either way, like just give me a heads up. We'll touch base and then we can get it out to the group too. Maybe you could get some more challenged folks in there from there.
Or it's going to be just a free challenge. So.
Oh, okay. It's a free challenge.
Yeah.
I'm really not on board today. I'm sorry. Okay, I did not grasp that before. Well, good then.
That's okay. I'm out of the way. It's fine.
I am so sorry. But yeah, that's great then. So definitely, I think we could do that within 2 weeks. Free challenges are so much, in my opinion, there's so much less stress than paid challenges for the simple fact that it's free. People tend to be a lot more forgiving. And especially if this is the first challenge that you're doing, which I think it is, if I'm not mistaken, then it'll give you that wiggle room to kind of figure out what works and what doesn't work. And then you can go into, maybe if you do another challenge, go into that with a little more confidence in whatever you're going to charge.
Yep, for
Um,
sure.
have it all down. But yeah, free challenge, let me know. We'll put it in the group. We'll put it on the, we'll put it in our email blast. And next week, if we meet next week, which I'm praying we will, but if we do, then we can definitely, or I'm sorry, when it's ready, then we can definitely, give it a shout out here too.
Thank you.
Sure. I love people helping people. So you're welcome, Greg. I appreciate it. Did you have anything else for me today, Greg?
No, I think I've taken enough of your time. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Carol said, well, hold on. Sorry, Carol. We've got a few more people here. Audrey says, for me, this is a huge traffic time. Food and crafts. Oh, yeah, I can understand that. So she needs to focus on capturing those people stopping by for cookie recipes or ornament ideas, opt-ins and redirects to her sales page. Yep. And then the beginning of next year, since you do foods and crafts, what can maybe pertain to that beginning of next year? Could you maybe do, depending on, without, having the website in front of me, depending on your audience and their moods, could you maybe do like New Year's healthy comfort foods or New Year's food to get back, like to help you get back on track with your health, or New Year's weight loss desserts. As far as crafts, could you maybe do like planners and journals that will like help your group organize their crafts for the new year, or this is what's hot in crafting in the new year, that kind of thing. So yeah, definitely capturing those folks now, and then speaking to them in the new year, as well as hopefully capturing more people in the new year. Let me see. Miss Carol says, last year I designed a gratitude challenge as a Facebook group. I basically had no one join, so I am thinking I can revise and start some promotion in more places. It includes a free gratitude journal from PLR. Good job, Carol. And I will build in more things people may want to invest in. Miss Carol, I know that's disappointing, but I definitely think that if you rebranded it, we could get it done. I think that timing is also really important. So gratitude right around Thanksgiving, I would probably do it like a lot of people do that kind of stuff like November 1st. You'll see on Facebook like 30 days of gratitude for the month of November. So I would think if you rebranded it, maybe depending on how long the challenge is, try for the beginning of November, maybe mid-November. And we can definitely, if it's a challenge, we can definitely make sure that we help you get the word out on that. I do love the gratitude aspect of it. And I believe that we have others in the group who are into gratitude and giving back and all that other stuff too. So I think that there's a good possibility of them being willing to say, okay, well, I'll do this too with you, Carol. Or I'm sorry, I'll let my folks know about this, Carol. Let's see. Audrey says, thanks for the tips. You're welcome, Miss Audrey. I'll have to listen to the replay. Sounds like they're cutting concrete in the kitchen right now. Audrey's going through a renovation, everyone. So her life is crazier than mine right now. I'd be willing to that. No problem, Audrey. You're more than welcome. Yeah, and everyone, we can also, of course, brainstorm in the group, in the discussion part of the group, or you can always email me, rachel@uspLR.com. But we can definitely always brainstorm as a group this end of the year, beginning of next year. How do we get through it with our sanity intact, with our sales intact? Where do we go from there? You know, so we can definitely come up with ideas together as a group and that kind of thing. Okay, does anybody, Carol says, thanks. Maybe I'll do a 21-day challenge. I appreciate the whole session. Aw, thanks, Carol. I appreciate that. Okay, everyone. Yeah, and Carol, let me know if you need any help with that as far as when you're ready to promote it, or if you want to brainstorm within the group, feel free to tag me in anything you put in there. All right, so it's been really great seeing you guys. I'm so blessed that I was able to come on today. I will keep you guys informed of next week. I have much appreciation for everything you guys have dealt with during the craziness in my life, so thank you very much. I know I always say it, but I'm super, super blessed to have this community. Let's see. Audrey says, thank you for everything, Rachel. Greg says, thank you so much, Rachel, and everyone who gave suggestions. You're more than welcome, Greg. You're more than welcome, Audrey. Diane, it was great to see you here. Kim, my friend, it's good to see you here. Okay, everyone. So that's it for today. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.